Right on the tip, Curtis.
All right, this is
Was that no?
I don't think that you're stepping on my dick got it.
Okay.
Welcome to the Darchives podcast, episode number 2. I am SP.
I am Colton.
And we're back. Last week we did Boogeyman and spooky things on the internet.
Imaginary shit.
Yeah, imaginary shit.
This is the real episode. We're talking about the realest shit that we have access to.
The realest shit.
Well, it's conspiracy theories, so that's
yeah.
pretty self-explanatory. Everyone knows that weird uncle that's right about the world. So I wanted to start with mine because I feel like he has a shitload of stuff prepared, and I don't want him to do one that I have. So I'm gonna start. Did you know Finland is not real?
Would you believe me if I told you that's one of my fucking faker knots?
I knew it.
Okay, but I do know this one actually.
Yeah, Finland is actually not real. You may be surprised to learn that. Not only is the government of Finland not real, the landmass is not real.
I fucking love that so much.
It's all water over there. You might know the origin of this.
Isn't it 4chan? And
it's a Reddit post.
A Reddit post, and he did math, right?
Well, no, his parents had told him this. The Reddit prompt thing. It wasn't a prompt. It was an Ask Reddit thing.
Yeah.
And it was name something that your parents told you when you were a kid that you took for granted and then realized how weird it was, or something like that. And he went on this thing about how his parents told him that Finland wasn't real. It's actually a hoax. What it is it's created by the Japanese government colluding with the US government to create a fishing spot there because people are upset that whaling is happening in Japan. So it's actually a big ocean thing. And have you ever met anyone from Finland? No, you haven't. So there you go.
That's not the one I thought. I might be thinking of Norway, though. It's the one where the census, the Norway census proves that it doesn't exist. Do you know that one?
No.
Because there's only they make up 1% of the population in that country.
Uh-huh.
So the margin of error for the international census is plus or minus 1%.
Nah, Finland actually isn't real at all.
Okay.
It's not like, oh, haha, that means it's not real technically. No, Finland is a fucking lie trying to take your tax dollars to fund whale fishing in eastern Sweden.
I told you about my friend who wrote the Australia Isn't Real post, right?
He did that?
Yeah, she's
did that.
She's Swedish. And she wrote this huge long thing of how can you fucking idiots believe in Australia? Have you ever actually been to Australia? And she goes on this huge rant. She photoshopped it out of maps.
And also these boats that go to Finland, or if you've ever been to Finland, I mean, how do you know though? How do you know you didn't just go to a city and they told you it was in Finland? How would you know?
How do you know you didn't go to Norway?
You went to either Norway or Eastern Sweden. They call it Eastern Sweden. In the theory, that's what it is. Eastern Sweden. That's what it is.
I thought you just knew
No.
that was what the Swedes call part of their country.
No! No, that's where the whale fishing happens. Eastern Sweden. East Sweden.
Finland doesn't exist.
I'm glad that we figured that out. I believe it. I don't know. What's your 1 to 10 on how willing you are to believe this?
I'm gonna hard pass on this one, a solid 0 actually.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What are the holes in it? Enlighten me.
The fact that I don't think the Japanese government would create an entire fake country in the middle of Europe.
Well, it's water there. It's not really.
Okay, but
Yeah.
do you see what I'm saying? That country existed before I'm sure Japan knew about it.
That's what you think. You can propaganda.
Propaganda?
You can propaganda. Think about it, right? Finland didn't really participate in World War II, probably. I don't know. But
Did you do any research other than you just found the conspiracy theory?
I believe it, man. Be more open-minded.
God.
Probably they didn't help much, which is probably why they don't exist.
I don't know. You talk. I'm gonna Google. Let's find out.
Okay, we're sponsored by Finland this week. This 2 weeks. Is there a good word for bye-week? Can you just say bye-week?
Bi-weekly?
Yeah, but the bye-week.
Yeah, sure. No, the fortnight, I guess? I don't know.
Oh, a fortnight is... I'm not going to say what I think a fortnight is because people are going to correct me. I'm sure it is a length of time around 2 weeks, if not 2 weeks exactly.
There's a question on this Google search page that says, what was Finland before 1917?
Exactly. Dude, right after World War I, they were like, damn, we need more whales. But we can't have people thinking we're moving in on Europe's territory, right?
But, like, there's tons of posts about what Finland did in
Yeah,
World War II.
on the internet. The internet didn't exist pre-1917, Sean Patrick.
Yeah. You got me. Fuck me, I guess.
Exactly, there you go. Do you have any paper records in your hand right now that prove Finland exists? Oh, shit.
No.
Aw. You had me going there. High five.
You just clapped.
No, I didn't. I'm enjoying the magic of media.
Alright, so I want to start my section of what I've brought to the table with a debate.
Sure, man.
Freemasons versus the Illuminati. Choose your side.
Who would win, or which is more likely?
Which is more likely, and which has the better cause?
I'm pretty sure Freemasons exist.
Well, like, in a conspiratorial sense, because yes, they exist.
Like, do they manipulate the which one's the better shadow government?
Yeah.
I would like to take Illuminati.
Alright, I will take Freemasons.
Okay.
State your case.
Well, my case is that the Illuminati, like, they have a lot of celebrities, and celebrities have a lot of money. Ergo, Illuminati has a lot of money.
Okay. Going off of that, though, the Freemasons, as far as we know, founded the country.
Yeah, what else they do?
Because the founding fathers were, well, did you see National Treasure? That was the greatest documentary ever written. They hid treasures around the country, showing that they are still active in all areas of expertise.
Yeah, but who hides treasure instead of spending it?
Pirates.
Exactly.
And pirates are cool. We discussed this earlier.
Pirates are not as cool as... Oh, this has just literally become Pirates versus Ninjas. that's all this is.
That's all any argument
No,
barrels down to.
that's what it... Oh, dude, that's... Oh, dude, what if that's, like, the core of logic?
Every argument just barrels down to Pirates versus Ninjas.
I mean, this is Pirates versus Ninjas. Now, the real question is, which wins? Media censoring shadow ninjas or ancient American pirates?
I like the idea of ancient American pirates.
Yeah.
Because that just sounds way cooler. Do you know about the YouTube series Poppy? That Poppy?
Yeah, I'm aware of it. I have watched the music videos. I've watched a couple of the things. It's a very cool thing, but that's Illuminati, so there you go.
It is. Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It was like, it's very, like, the Illuminati is very, like, religious, whereas the Freemasons are typically very secular.
Yeah, but I mean, they're satanic, so at least they're right.
I don't think it's satanic necessarily.
No, Illuminati are satanic. She did the little Baphomet thing or whatever.
Yeah, you can do Baphomet all you want, but that doesn't make it satanic. Like, it's just...
Doesn't it? Why doesn't it?
No, because the Illuminati would, like, realistically, if there are an actual shadow government, would just control all of it.
With the power of Satan.
You're focusing a lot on Satan.
You want to tell me that the secular human shadow ninja pirates are better than shadow ninjas that have literally Satan on their side?
But we don't know that they have literally Satan. We just
Oh
know-
shit, the Freemasons are like an originally Christian group, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh dude, it's Bible 2 happening in our times.
Bible 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Wow. I just noticed that.
Oh, God.
Freemasons, that's what this is. It's Freemasons versus it's
I can't wait till Beyonce and Jay-Z break in to assassinate us for talking about this.
Oh fuck. We shouldn't upload this.
Nah, fuck it, it's going up. If episode 3 never happens,
Oh wow, if it never happens, it's not because we didn't get any viewers and we have lives to live.
it's because Beyonce and Jay-Z assassinated us.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So you
there's worse ways to go though.
So you think the Illuminati?
Wait, like themselves, like in person?
Yeah. Yeah, like,
They didn't have us assassinated.
like you just hear, and then like fucking Beyonce kicks in.
In like anime armor. With like speakers and shit on her body. They do that in anime, right? You're a rube.
Yeah, that was Kill la Kill.
Don't talk about that. I know enough about that to be disgusted by the Japanese. It's literally just like the less clothes a woman is wearing, the more powerful.
We'll discuss
I mean, that's
this.
kind of feminist empowerment, isn't it?
We'll discuss this not on the podcast because we're not about to turn this into an anime podcast.
Well, we've gone through a lot of different things right now.
Two.
What's our time at?
10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes, that's fine.
Yeah. So you believe the Illuminati are the more likely shadow government over the Freemasons?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, what kind of shadow government has fucking moose lodges all over the country that you could just join?
What do you mean? Like, you can't...
Like, there's fucking Freemason, like, buildings and lodges and shit that you can get invited to. My dad was invited to one.
Dude, there's one around the corner.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we could just
like,
go to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a shitty shadow government to just be all over the place.
But is it?
Yeah.
Because, like, Disney runs the fucking world, and you look around this room, and there's at least 4 different things owned by Disney.
That's because you're a fanboy.
Shut up. That's irrelevant.
Fair enough. But, I mean... Oh, shit, what if the Illuminati is secretly controlling the Freemasons who are secretly controlling the world?
Oh, man. A shadow government?
Shadow government. Ooh.
We're getting some Metal Gear Solid bullshit now.
I haven't even played those, so I don't even know.
Oh, God, you need to.
I know about Liquid Snake because of Chris Chan.
So, what you need to know about Metal Gear Solid and how it pertains to this is that there's a system called the Patriots. And you're...
The Patriarchy.
No, the Patriots. You're led to believe throughout the first 2 games that, like, oh, it's a shadow government and they're controlling everything and they've got nukes and they're buying and selling warheads and everything. And
is it 1984? Is there really no fucking...
You find out at the end of the second game that they're all dead. And they've been replaced by a computer program that has been, like, letting the world fucking destroy itself.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, for a 10-year-old game.
I mean...
I don't give spoiler alerts past 2-year mark.
Ooh. Snape kills Dumbledore.
Darth Vader is Luke's father.
No, I mean, like, his name is Dark Father. So.
Do you have a second conspiracy you'd like to discuss?
Yeah. Well, first I want to discuss our ongoing theory between both of us about the Queen of England.
Yes.
So I came up with this. I'm the prophet of this one.
So I'll let you explain your side, and then I'll explain.
You have a side on this? Are you against me now?
I am. Well, I've been against you since the beginning because I fully believe that the royal family are vampires.
Now, see, that's pretty popular, so everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, he's gonna say werewolves. Wrong. The Queen of England is a lich. You know why?
I do, but
everyone knows in their heart of hearts. Look at her.
Alright.
What is she, 100 now?
First of all, explain what a lich is for the people who don't know.
Yeah, the people with girlfriends.
I have a girlfriend.
I mean, do you though? Do you?
Wow.
How do you know she exists?
Don't do this to me.
I know. The fucking... Well, I'm not gonna spoil the movie I was gonna mention. But, okay, so you were asking the reason she's a lich?
No, explain what a lich is.
Oh, explain what a lich is, sorry. A lich is a fantasy creature, I believe, started with sort of Tolkien fantasy. Like, I don't think it's an ancient myth, it might be, but it's a grand wizard that prolongs their own life beyond natural means by either sapping the life force of others or creating a Horcrux, because everyone's seen Harry Potter and knows that, like putting your soul in an object called a phylactery. Now let me tell you why the Queen is a lich. The Queen of England, right? You'd think they're vampires, but she does go out during the daytime frequently, okay? So that's why you're fucking wrong. Unless vampires aren't vampires anymore. Second of all, have you noticed that she's always wearing a crown?
No, she's not.
Sometimes. She's a queen.
Yes,
that's where her soul is.
Sometimes she wears a crown. I've seen her a lot of times just in hats.
Under which is a crown.
How do you... No, you can't just say she's just got a crown under there.
That's what... She needs her soul near her. Within like 100 feet of her body or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But... So she's just wearing her phylactery
yes!
all the time.
It must be close to her. Or Harry. I also think Harry might be the Horcrux.
Not Harry Potter, like...
The
prince.
That prince is... Oh, shit. Just like in Harry Potter, because Harry is a Horcrux, I think.
Yeah, that's why I had to...
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Wasn't that an accident? I don't know Harry Potter yet. Fuck that shit. So, yeah, I think Harry is the Horcrux, because... It's just the perfect crime, isn't it?
Making her own son a Horcrux.
Making her heir the only person...
Isn't he like 70?
No. What the fuck? No.
No, one of her children is like 70.
Oh, well, I don't fucking know. Well, Prince Harry is definitely the one, because he's young and spry.
Which is the prince that's...
He's the one that just married the poor American girl into richness,
Yeah,
and everyone's loving on him.
yeah.
He's not 70.
He invited his ex to that wedding.
I know, savage as fuck, dude. Check this out. Check what you could have had.
Like they're walking down the aisle and she's like, just foot and right foot and suck it and.
Would you do that?
No. Oh God, no.
If you won the lottery, wouldn't you like flex
No, dude. If I win the lottery, I'm paying all my fucking student loans.
and then flex it?
No.
What?
And I'm going. Well, actually, no. I'll flex by buying the Sally Mae company and shutting it down.
What is that?
The company I have most of my student loans through.
Just out of spite?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Cause fuck them. That's why. Next one. Who shot JFK?
JFK did. Is that what you're gonna say?
You think the all you've seen?
That was liquid JFK that died.
It was JFK's clone.
Yeah. Liquid JFK, solid JFK shot up from the rooftops. Put a stop to it.
Oh God.
This could be a book.
Do you so, like who do you think like real world shot JFK?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Some guy.
Do you not think about this as much as I do?
Dude, I don't care.
I think the CIA took him out. I think he was doing too many radical reforms that were in the good of the people.
But everyone loved him.
Yeah, that's why.
Huh.
And the people, like, the government was like, hey, fuck, he's getting real popular, take him out.
So you think the government is like, you think the US government is a shadow government as well?
No, I just think they're not open about everything they do.
I mean, of course not.
They're like
I just watched the I think his name is Strauss, the fucking FBI investigator. I watched his whole court hearing the other day.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty into politics and stuff.
Like,
Also, if anyone is aware of politics that listens, I am not going to reveal any political affiliation I have, but regardless of whether that guy is guilty, he looks like the Master from Doctor Who. He looks like a villain, dude. I'm going to post a picture of him.
Isn't that great? Like,
yeah.
when you're like, I don't want to take a side, but he just looks like a bad
He looks like
guy.
a fucking villain. He has like the smuggest smile during any of his court hearings.
Evil.
It's like Martin Shkreli. Like, whether or not you think Martin Shkreli did anything wrong, his smug smile just fucking...
Dude, it makes me want to beat him up.
Exactly.
And because, like, I've seen pictures of him, I know I could beat him up.
Oh yeah, probably. He bought he bought like 10 Black Lotuses, which are like the most expensive Magic the Gathering cards in the world.
Yeah.
He bought like 10 of them because he could.
Yeah, dude, if I ever win the lottery, I'm gonna buy one and then go to a Grand Prix and
Rip
eat
it in half.
Eat
Oh
it.
yeah. I think he ripped one to like flex on people.
Jesus Christ, I hate him.
You were just gonna do that. You said you were gonna do that.
Yeah, but it's different if I do it, because
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
awful to people.
He also he one like Magic the Gathering dude defended him and was like, look, regardless of this guy's politics or his policies or whatever, he's trying to learn the game, and there's nothing wrong with that inherently, so stop being such assholes all the time and bringing it up in discussions. And after that, Martin Shkreli was like, you're cool, you get a Black Lotus, and he just gave the YouTube guy a Black Lotus who didn't have that many, I think he didn't have that many followers or something.
Oh, fuck, dude.
He just gave it to him.
I
He's
take
just
it
like,
back.
you're
Martin,
cool, man.
Martin Shkreli,
You're the best, Martin Shkreli.
you
Come
could
on.
probably, like, kick my ass, dude.
Oh, wow.
Fucking take me, daddy.
Ooh. Oh, don't say that.
Beat-
Someone's gonna
Beat
pull
me.
that.
Give me a fucking... Give me a fucking Black Lotus.
Can we edit this into the intro?
Yeah, no, I think the government saw JFK doing too many good things for the people, and they were like, oh, fuck, can't keep him around.
The government is the people, though. The
No,
people
it's
in the
not.
government, they're people. They benefit from tax cuts like everyone does.
No, they don't. Not nearly as much.
Sure, but still.
Because if he's giving the tax cuts to the people, then they're not getting as much money.
By what logic?
By the logic of this conspiracy theory.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Or do you mean that they wouldn't make as much money, because they are the government and their funding would get cut? But I'm not sure if that's entirely true because they're still saving money on taxes.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of
I feel like
funding.
this is a nuanced point to just be like, but they did it. You know?
Well, because most people, when you're like, yeah, who shot JFK? The government. And that's the end of the conversation. You don't, like, they never question the why.
Well,
What the
that's what
hell?
I'm doing, and you're
That-
like, fuck off.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a good conspiracy theory. When,
Yeah.
When the argument just evolves into, yeah, fuck off.
What do you think of the moon landing?
I think Stanley Kubrick was put in charge of shooting it, but he was such a perfectionist that he made NASA send him to the moon so he could shoot it.
That's a working theory. I like that.
Because it mixes everything.
Everyone's right.
That's my
We
favorite.
both went to the moon and didn't plan to.
Because that's my favorite. Because you know that's some shit Kubrick would do. Because he was such a hardcore anal perfectionist.
What I don't understand is that it's
That's my
actually,
new band
if
name,
you
by
look
the
at
way.
math, I watched a video on this, and maybe I'm just a fucking idiot because I don't know the numbers off the top of my head or anything, but someone did the math, and I think it turned out that it was actually cheaper to go to the moon than do all this shit the conspiracists are saying that they
Yeah.
were doing. Like, it's just legitimately cheaper just to fucking go to the moon.
Yeah, because there's one, it's like they shot in a water tank
Yeah.
that just had a backdrop painted, and they paid like...
It would cost more to make like the entire fucking studio and pay everyone off to keep it hidden and do
Yeah.
all this stuff
Ulti-
than to actually just go to the moon.
Ultimately, it would cost way more, yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Plus, like, what I don't understand is, okay, so whenever someone comes out as someone who was in on a conspiracy theory, immediately the conspiracy theory gains credence. Why? Couldn't I just say, look, okay, I've grown up here next to Brookneal, Virginia, so therefore I'm gonna come out and tell you guys, Brookneal, Virginia is run by fucking space gremlins, and I'm a part of it. And I'm telling you, because I've been here, so you can't tell me that I'm wrong. I'm telling the truth, guys.
But I think it's that the people who have actual, like, that give it credence are, like, involved in it prior to, and they...
I've been involved in Brookneal prior to.
Yeah, who the fuck believes in Brookneal is run by space gremlins?
Me! Stop fucking insulting
Okay, that's
me,
just
dude.
you, though.
No, but
Like, that's not a
just 'cause
conspiracy.
you're fucking hiding this shit, dude.
Just shut your mouth. No, but, like, generally, it's it's people, like, involved with the moon landing who are like, hey...
I'm involved with Brookneal.
Okay. Show me where the conspiracy that Brookneal is run by space gremlins exists.
Okay, listen to this shit, okay? First of all, has anyone heard of Brookneal before I just mentioned it? No. Why is that?
Because we're a town
Because
of...
the space gremlins don't want them to know, dude.
We're also a town of 1,100 people in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere. Like, there's no one fucking here.
Yeah,
If
because
this
the
town-
space gremlins kidnapped them all, dude.
The most exciting thing that has ever happened to this town is that during the Civil War, we seceded first, so Abraham Lincoln came here with some troops and traded us booze and guns to come back. And then we seceded again.
Nice.
That's a
Playing
real...
both sides, my dude.
That's a real thing that happened.
Is this before or after Space Gremlins?
There's no goddamn space gremlins.
You can't prove that.
While you're right...
That's my favorite defense. I want to talk about that defense for a second. Because this is a very frequent thing. It's called the burden of proof. It's a very common epistemological concept where basically if you're making a claim, you have to back it up. That includes claiming that something doesn't exist. However, I think it's pretty ridiculous to say that claiming something doesn't exist because of lack of evidence needs... that if you can't prove that something is not existent, therefore it exists. That is my favorite argument ever. Because like, you can't fucking prove this flying spaghetti monster isn't real. Therefore, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Noodle Heaven, dude.
Noodle heaven?
Yeah, there's beer and hookers. Did you know that? That's in their Bible.
Yeah, no, my favorite is that they don't have the 10 Commandments, they have the 8 I really rather you didn't.
I know.
That's like my favorite part about it.
But this isn't the religion episode. Back to conspiracy.
No, we'll get there.
Mm.
Maybe this is related to your space gremlin talk.
Uh-huh.
Where did the reptilians come from?
The space gremlins summoned them.
I thought you were gonna say that they were part of them. Are they like an
No.
evolved subspecies?
They summoned them from the nether.
Minecraft?
Minecraft nether, yeah. That's why they're not in the nether.
What is the lore of this world? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, the rabbit hole goes pretty deep, dude. This is where you choose whether you want the red pill or the blue pill.
So you're telling me... You're telling me
Yeah.
that if I take 8 obsidian blocks
Oh, yeah.
and I hit it with a piece of flint,
You can open up, that's what...
I
you can
just-
send the reptilians back, that's the prophecy.
so I just get 8 obsidian cubes.
Is it 8?
It's 8.
You played a lot of Minecraft.
3, 3, and then 2. No, I just did the math in my head.
You're a pretty smart guy.
Sure. Where the fuck did you just get the...
What?
I like the idea that the reptilians just evolved through time, whereas like humans evolved down the ape line, reptilians evolved from the reptile line.
Yeah, but why were they so good at hiding? Because they weren't on planet Earth until just now, dude.
Because, dude, you ever try to find a lizard in a public place? They're like fucking never there, but they're always
Yeah,
there.
but if they formed a society, they're gonna have buildings and shit.
Yeah,
Language.
underground.
Ooh, but how are they gonna, like, coexist with the mole people?
Well, the mole people exist in the earth, whereas, like, reptilians exist in, like, caverns and shit under the earth.
Do the mole people ever dig into one of the reptilian caverns and a war breaks out?
I feel like sometimes. And that's why earthquakes happen.
I think the reptilians are probably better diplomats. I feel like the mole people are the dwarves of the real world.
Yeah, dude, they're always drunk and angry.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's not a question, that's a fact.
Dude, that's racist as shit. I know mole peoples. I'm like an honorary mole person.
You know mole people? When I was in high school, a buddy of mine and I had a joke that we were always in the same class when the AC would turn on, and the whole wall would fucking rumble. So we'd just look at each other, mole people. Mole people.
Mole people.
Mole people are in the walls.
Which is the most powerful anthropomorphic species that exists in the real world right now?
I don't know, give me some options. Throw me some.
I mean, there's mole people, there's reptilians, there is crab people. Fucking mer people, dude.
Oh, mer people.
Do they win?
Atlantis, dude.
Yeah, because they don't have to compete with the other people. That's a pretty good one. They win.
Yeah, because, well, they've got their own little area. Like, nobody's gonna stumble into a mer person.
Plus, I mean, the mer people are known for stable governments, so like, they already have an advantage on the human race.
Are they? Isn't the myth of Atlantis that they fucking sunk it because they ruined it?
Yeah, but then they rebuilt Atlantis underwater after they developed their water-breathing skills. It was really like a long-term political and economic plan.
My 10-year plan, citizens of Atlantis. We're gonna sink this island and rebuild from the ground up.
Why even sink it in the first place?
Kill that man. Get him. Fucking Triton. Just. But then they were just humans. They weren't more people then.
Yeah, but everyone knows that if you, like, okay, it's like how if you cut off a dude's leg, his kid's not gonna have a right leg. It's just a fact of evolution.
I don't think that's how evolution works.
Yeah, that is how it works.
I feel like you have a grave misunderstanding of a lot of things of how the basic world functions.
I think that you are wrong. From my perspective, the space gremlins are good.
Thoughts on the very real MK Ultra?
MK Ultra, I forget this.
That's the mind control thing that the
like
government
the
tried.
fucking, what was that video game that everyone thinks was a mind control unit?
Polybius?
Yeah.
Polybius?
Polybius. Yeah, like that. That's the same thing.
Okay, well, like, they're not related outside of the creepypasta for Polybius.
It's not a creepypasta, it's the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
But MK Ultra was actually declassified a few years ago, and it's like a real thing that they tried to do. They would like feed people high doses of LSD and try to convince them to do things, and try to unlock like latent psychic abilities.
Now, I imagine the conspiracy theory is that it worked.
Well, the conspiracy theory is that the government is still doing it, and they just
Whether or not it works.
Well, because they think they kind of got it to work.
Kinda.
Because there's no proof that it...
Like it works, but there's still some side effects.
Like, yeah, yeah, Jerry can lift up a N64 controller with his mind, but his eyes will bleed. That's just not effective soldiers.
Why do you think eyes bleeding is such a psychic trope?
Because your brain's behind your eyes, you idiot. There's a lot of force.
Is it really? Have you ever seen your brain?
Yeah, once.
Have you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Tell me this.
So I sneezed one time?
No, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. God damn it.
Why would you think
I was eating that shit up. There's some people that have like had surgeries and shit, and like their scalp is open, and they have like pictures of this shit.
Nobody has seen their fucking brain outside of a photo.
Well, I mean, I didn't say it couldn't be a photo. I didn't say like at the time. I just meant like your brain exposed.
Yeah, no.
That would be a good clickbait article.
Your brain explodes.
Exposed.
Explodes? Explodes.
Expose.
Number 6 will blow your mind. I brought with me today, Colton, some faker knots.
Are we doing that yet? What time is it?
It's 31.
Oh, wow.
But I want to discuss these a little
Okay.
bit more in depth.
Okay.
The first one I bring to you.
Okay.
You know about Marilyn Monroe and JFK's affair, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So because of that,
First of all, Marilyn Monroe, overrated. I'm gonna say that.
entirely.
Mhm.
But agreed. So, did the Kennedy family kill Marilyn Monroe for tarnishing his image? Or did Marilyn Monroe
become
Kill-
the Kennedy family.
kill JFK because of the negative backlash she got?
I like mine better. Oh wait, this is a fake or not? Shit.
Yes.
Wait. Okay. Hang on. This is not whether or not these things happened, because it's obvious both of them did. It's about which one people believe.
Which one of these is a real conspiracy theory? That the Kennedy family killed Marilyn Monroe, or that Monroe killed JFK?
Monroe killed JFK is the real one.
No.
Why?
People legitimately believe that because of what happened between John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe, that that the rest of the family was like, shit, we can't let this happen again, and fucking took her out.
Huh.
You're gonna love this one.
Okay, give it to me.
There are people who believe that the moon doesn't exist. It's not there. Not only is it just a projection in the sky, we've never even seen it outside of our own atmosphere. Okay?
Okie doke.
Or Queen Elizabeth I died when she was 10 years old and was replaced with a boy. Because if you look at any of her portraits, she looks very masculine. Even as a child.
You are very good at these, but I'm gonna say that the first one is the one people believe.
Both of them are legitimately real conspiracies that people
You can't
believe.
do this. You're not a fucking game show host. Fuck that shit. I quit. You can't do the whole both of them thing. That sucks.
That's the only one I've got.
Okay, well, never again.
We just
I'm aware of the moon one because there's people that believe in like what is it? What is the thing that goes over in Christian mythos where it's like
what the hell are you talking
the
about?
dome that they think the world is under? Did you not know this?
No.
This is a Christian mythos thing where it's like shit. Someone's gonna fucking
Somebody will know.
someone.
Alright, I've got one more because you spoiled the last one I had.
Was that the Finland thing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Finland is not real, guys.
Does NASA know about the presence of a second sun near us and is hiding it from us? Or
Fucking wallpaper, dude. No one can see this, but there's our friend Tyler on the head of Mercy from Overwatch, and it's just cycling through his desktop, and he just has that.
NASA's aware of a second sun, not telling us. Or is Michelle Obama a man and killed Joan Rivers when she found out?
I know that people believe the second one.
Do you?
Yeah, unless I got the name of the person she killed wrong.
there's multiple conspiracies floating around about Michelle
Yeah,
Obama
that's
being
the-
a man,
Yeah,
killing
the
him.
second one, yeah, that's the thing.
Uh,
Unless you're just wrong and you just came up with this of your own volition and didn't know it was a real
the
thing.
Michelle Obama one actually had more research behind it because I made up the NASA second sun one. I think both are real, but
Okay, what is replace the NASA second? Oh wait, I have seen this. The one they think that the planet 9 is a sun and they're hiding it.
yeah,
Why would they hide it though? Is the question
Because-
I'm asking.
because fuck you.
A lot of these conspiracy theories are like, why though?
Yeah, but why would they do that?
Yeah.
And the answer will inevitably always be because the government.
Yeah, like, I think it's a hobby. I think that people that go into government, like they go into political science because they just want to fuck with people. Eventually,
Maybe that's what I should have done for college.
political science.
Yeah, and then just fucked with people. Just start become like an insider and start pitching fake conspiracy theories.
Whoa, oh wow. And then everyone's gonna vote for you because you're so woke.
Yeah, and they're like, man, this guy really knows what he's talking about. Like, well,
He tells it like it is. I like him.
I'm brought into like a federal court case. They're like, you have to show evidence for everything you've said.
All of your claims.
Oh no, I never told anybody these were true. I just made
Those
these up.
those were tweets.
I just made these up, my dude. And the fact that the people believed them is on them.
Ooh.
Do your
And
research.
then, but then the public outcry will be, he was just told to say that. He meant it the first time.
Exactly.
Oh wow. I'm glad we know how government works.
Do you have any fake or nots before we end on this last debate?
I don't have fake or nots, but I want to. Wait. So you have one more debate.
One more debate.
Okay, we'll do the debate first. I want to talk about tulpas because I wanted to talk about it last episode and did not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Choose your side.
Mm-hmm.
Flat Earth or Hollow Earth?
Flat Earth, because I've read a lot of their posts.
Hollow Earth. Okay. Do you know about the ice wall that Flat Earth?
I am aware of everything to do with Flat Earth. I am a fucking. I read a shit ton of Flat Earth bullshit. Like I'm subscribed to like 4 Flat Earth Twitters.
I absolutely 4 of them.
Yeah.
Well, one wasn't enough.
They have a lot of interesting perspectives.
No, they have one perspective, and it's flat.
Yeah, but it's the correct perspective.
No, dude, Hollow Earth is where it's at. Because
Okay.
Hollow Earth, my favorite is that there's one, it's like a second ecosystem, is the core of the Earth. So that's where all the dinosaurs and everything went.
But wait, hang on. Hollow Earth, is that the world, there's space in the middle and it wraps around?
There's 2 different ones.
Or are you talking about the Earth is round, but it's just it's not a nickel core, it's a fucking empty area?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
The one, like, I don't know what the other one's technically called. I always think of it as Donut Earth. Because that's the one where it's like a fucking, it's just a ring.
Well, it's not a ring. It's that's just how they draw the perspective. But it's a fucking. The space is this nice gooey core in the middle of Earth.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the one where it's a sphere that's just empty in the middle. And people believe that there is an ecosystem on the inside of it, and that's where like dinosaurs went. Any species.
What do you mean they went there?
They went. As in exiled from the desert? As in, I read this. Somebody legitimately wrote down that the dinosaurs sensed the meteor coming and fled into a cave, which then led them all, every dinosaur on the fucking planet, led them all into the core of the Earth, where they have remained for millennia.
Millennia. So this is the secular flat Earth.
Yeah.
This is the scientific view.
Yeah.
Flat Earth, however, has God backing it, so good luck with that.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Where? Dude, explain. Go on.
The 4 corners of the Earth, dude.
You're shitting me. That's not something people believe.
Yeah, Flat Earth is a religious thing, dude.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that was tied to
I had no idea
religious
that,
fundamentals?
I had no idea that was a religious thing. I always thought it was just people who like failed 8th grade geometry.
No,
geography.
Dude. It's because the firmament is the big dome over top the world. That's in Flat Earth theory as well. The firmament is this big dome, and on the other side is water, and that's the sky. That's the firmament. If you ever heard firmament in Bible school growing up, that's that. He made the firmament on one of the days before his day off, and then he made it really convincing. Like, he put cool little stars all over the place. I think they're supposed to be angels or something.
Oh, the stars are angels.
No, well, I think that's one of the flat Earth theories. I don't think that's in the Bible, so I'm not gonna say that.
We'll get to the Bible episode. Have you ever read like the biblical description of an angel? They are horrifying.
They are incredible.
They're horrifying.
I mean, it's not just one type. There's like they're like Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. But we'll get to that on the Bible episode.
Yeah, we'll do a Bible episode. So yeah, I just don't see how you can compete with the Bible right now.
I mean,
how Hollow Earth can compete when God told us. Like, God wouldn't lie about that shit, dude.
Because yours doesn't have dinosaurs anymore. I think at the end of the day, what matters
No,
is
it has dinosaurs. They were just vegetarians.
So where the fuck are they? I still.
Oh shit!
Hollow Earth.
What the fuck?
I've still got dinosaurs, bitch.
Where are
you?
they?
You don't have shit.
Oh, the flood. Yeah, the flood happened, bitch.
I've still got dinosaurs. At the end of the day, I could dig a hole straight down into the core of the center of the Earth and grab me a dinosaur.
I could go to the bottom of the ocean and get a dinosaur bones.
Yeah, don't ever go to the bottom of the ocean. That place is fucking terrifying.
Oh, dude, what if... Oh, shit. Hang on.
Are we forming a new conspiracy theory?
Yes, I'm thinking about it. Hang on.
Is it happening?
Okay, so... If it really gets... Hang on. I'm gonna need a minute. Give me your favorite shit. What's your favorite, What's your favorite conspiracy theory? While I formulate my own.
My absolute favorite conspiracy theory is that Stanley Kubrick shot the moon landing. We discussed it earlier. I very much enjoy that somebody like amped it up though, with the whole but he's such a perfectionist. He actually went to the moon.
Yeah.
So that far outweighs my favorite one. There's also the government knows about the Garden of Eden. The United States government knows where the Garden of Eden is and keeps it hidden.
Why don't they eat from like? There's two trees, right? Because there's the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and then there's the tree of life.
Yeah.
I think they chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
Because they were told not to touch either of them, but it was like the tree of life gives you fucking immortality and infinite power, and then the little Satan snake was like, hey, eat that tree about books. And then they did that one.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah, I know.
No, seriously, this one's in one of the books on the shelf behind you.
Yeah.
I read it the other night because I've got conspiracy books on my shelf because I'm that friend everybody has.
Yeah.
I'm the weird uncle.
Oh, yeah. I imagine eventually you're going to convince yourself of these two.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Actually, no, a quick story. So,
okay.
During a very down time in my life, I hit a moment when I was investigating so many conspiracy theories, I didn't trust anything.
And you didn't even realize the space gremlins were right under your nose.
I was driving to a jazz band rehearsal. And I had a really bad headache, and I was like, I gotta take some Advil or Tylenol or something. I was like, no. That's how the government gets the nanomachines in your bloodstream, and that's how they track you. And I stopped, and I pulled over the car, and I had a conversation with myself that was just, we can't do this. I gotta stop. And that was the last time I, investigated conspiracy theories until now.
I hope you don't fall in the same trap again.
No.
I mean, space gremlins are real, but, don't worry about it. They're, they come in peace.
What is this conspiracy you've been plotting and you made me talk over?
Okay, so I'm having this general feeling that maybe the ocean is, okay, so if the firmament is water, and the ocean is water, rain might be falling through the firmament, which is how the flood happened. So, God might have left a hole somewhere.
So you think then wouldn't it always be raining somewhere?
That would be the moon, sir. I don't think he mentions the moon. He probably does. Fuck that shit.
I haven't read the Book of Genesis in years.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me here is that you believe that the firmament has a hole.
Yeah.
That was plugged
with the moon.
With the moon?
Sure.
Okay, sure. You're not even 100% sure on it?
I mean, it's a working theory.
Alright. So tell me about tulpas.
Okay, well, yeah, so last episode was Imaginary Ends. That was, about a fucking crazy boogeyman and shit, and I didn't even mention tulpas. At the end of the episode, I listened to it, and I was saying, oh shit, there's one thing, I'm gonna think of it and remember, and then I never did, and that must have been, the biggest blue ball to the 5 people who listen to that. So, tulpas are an ancient Buddhist idea that has to do with the idea that if you imagine something hard enough, you can actually convince your brain that it's real, and it will become real. And Slender Man is one of these. We talk about Slender Man, but the idea is that he's one of these. That because people are afraid of him, he exists. If they ignored him, he wouldn't do shit. Now, the reason I mention it is because it's gone from this ancient Buddhist ideal into a way to get waifus.
For those that don't know, a waifu is something a very lonely man has when he finds attraction to a fictional character, either in video games or anime.
No, you described an erection.
Then what is a waifu?
It was a joke. It's okay. The viewers will get it. They're smarter than you.
Yeah, it's not hard to be.
Listeners, damn it. So these people found the idea of tulpas on the internet, and now there's a tulpa forum and everything, and it's relatively popular.
Wait, there's a tulpa forum?
Oh yeah. I don't remember the name of it. It might just be tulpa.org or something like that, but people will find that. So there's people, and they converse about making tulpas. There's really cringy posts about, my tulpa's gotten out of hand, it's controlling me. that kind of shit.
Did you ever look up the green text, the My Little Pony tulpa?
Everyone has, but if you want to enlighten our viewers.
Oh god, so this guy starts posting on, is it the X-board on 4chan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts posting that he found the tulpas and he decided that was something he really needed, so he made his favorite My Little Pony a tulpa. And then she got out of control.
I feel like I didn't explain tulpas enough. It's literally you just make an imaginary friend again, like you had when you were a kid. And the idea is that if you meditate on it hard enough, you'll be able to feel like you're touching it. You know, like it'll have to your brain form, and you'll be able to feel it and hear it, and it'll have a mind of its own that occupies your brain as well. So you won't be like controlling it or anything. It's a separate consciousness you've created or something. So anyways, this guy likes My Little Pony a lot.
So he makes his My Little Pony a tulpa, and then she apparently starts beating him up until
he's in an abusive relationship with Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony.
Until he makes the rest of them all come there. Did you not know this part?
I feel like maybe I didn't read this one.
Okay, so he makes the rest of them there, and he's scared for his life. Because they'll beat him up if he doesn't do what they say. And he like
a fucking mind game.
He writes this green text in like a panic, and he ends it with, "Oh God, she's coming into the room. We'll never post again. So sorry." And that's the last time we think he's ever posted on the internet.
/that happened though.
Right.
But still, it's a real thing. I feel like if you go to, and this is the same sort of thing that's in r/waifuism, which is also a subreddit. It's a forum for people who are really into their pretend girlfriends, and I like the 80-20 rule, which is 80% of the people are being ironic, and 20% of them are serious.
Yeah, dude, that's in everything though.
Yeah, so even though it seems like this can't be real, people don't actually have imaginary friends they think take over their mind and make posts for them, and they're always like cute little anime girls or dragons or My Little Pony characters. I'm sure they do think that they did that. It's legit.
Yeah. Like,
now the question is that I would pose to you before we end the episode, because it's getting pretty long. What tulpa would you make?
Are we sticking specifically with like
anything you fucking want?
Okay, like, alright, you go first. I'm gonna brood on my answer here.
Okay, I think the obvious answer is Keanu Reeves.
Just be bros with him, like?
I mean, yeah. But like Keanu Reeves, like pre-Matrix, like teenage Keanu Reeves. He's like, whoa, dude.
The Bill and Ted days.
Yeah, Bill and Ted. Well, both of them. I can make both of them. Dude, Bill and Ted are the ultimate tulpas.
I don't know. I've never like thought about like. Fuck, I don't know.
We can do this.
I've never been.
It can be anyone. It can be Charmander. It can be your good friend Colton, but a second one.
But different.
Yeah. Number 2.
His hair is styled the other way.
Oh yeah.
That's the only way.
To the left instead.
Yeah, it's the only way I can tell them apart. It's like that one episode of Gravity
Except
Falls.
you don't know your lefts and rights very well, so you get confused. Because you have to like look at me and mirror it.
We end up on a rooftop and I've got a gun pointed at both of you. There's only one way.
You shoot the air, I hope.
Just end it with, wait, flat Earth is stupid. And then the tulpa would be like, yeah, it's real dumb. I knew you wouldn't believe any stupid shit like that.
No, except he's in your brain. He'll know the answer that you want.
No, that's the answer I would like. Yeah, that's the answer I would want.
You have to do some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh mind games and like, swap your consciousness out.
You wouldn't give me the answer I want. You would go with the bullshit.
But he would know that you don't want the answer that you want, so he would know that.
I've gone cross-eyed.
Hang on.
You fucking lost me here.
No, wait.
Let's end this episode. We'll continue this discussion after this.
Okay, how do you do the outro?
I like to do the thank you for listening. We're posting these episodes on SoundCloud. Links are on our Twitter. That's now officially up and going, and I'll be posting these in video form on YouTube after.
If you like, comment, we will send nudes.
Please send all your hate mail to P.O. Box 473. We own all of them.
We're actually might get in trouble because there might be a lot of 473s. Is that even a valid notation for that?
P.O. Box 473, every city, state, country, everything. We own them all. Send it there.
Was that the one we said last time?
Yeah.
Gee, I hope so.
It's gonna be. Alright. And that's the end of the episode.